It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start this show. Juan Manuel Marquez. And when you see this man, you know what you're getting. So they stare into each other. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Neither fighter willing to slow down. You'd like to see more jabs. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of...
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Punch caught him clean. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. Let's get it started in round three. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They have no respect for each other's punching power. That punch scores. Punching. Well done with that counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
No rest for the weary. They better start respecting each other's punching power. The counter punching. Swing and a miss with that left hook. That counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. About Marquez in that last round, and a round that seemed like an eternity. There's the bell for round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Misses with the straight left. Nice counter. Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. Time for the 5th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Both men step back for just a moment. Swing and a miss with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. There's the bell for round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket him.
Can't score with that jab. Nice counter shot. Got out of the way of that right hook. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
How about that time counter shot? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Marquez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Just get your breath back. Good work.
It's a tougher fight. He's got to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away.
And there's the bell for round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And so far, the offense... Whoa, wait a minute! Lomachenko is buzzed! This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance with...
Round 8, and we're off again. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You continue.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's got to waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up.
Oh, and a shot from the heavens sends him to the canvas. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory. That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.